So, mag-intro na ba ako? Tapos, feeling ko may question na ako.
Feeling mo na? Paano kung wala?
So, as you all know, I did not write it. I wish I did. Yeah, I wish I did. Nag-wish. This is Nuel. Nuel, oh, diba? Nuel. Hi everyone, this is Vanya and this is Talkies, and we're going to talk about the song story of track number 2 of Woman, which is Breathe. So as you all know, I did not write it. I wish I did. Yeah, I wish I did. Nag-wish. Nag-drift off. But I did not. So that's why I have my friend here. So this is Nuel, and he's the one who wrote Breathe. And it was in this very room where we were recording something. Tama ba?
Yes.
Last year.
Last year.
Parang feeling ko naalala namin kung gaano namin kamahal yung kanta.
Yes.
Tapos kung gaano siya kaganda. So, we're here to talk about it, and I cannot talk about it without bringing you Nuel, because he was the one who wrote Breathe. Nuel Rivera. Yay!
Hello. Thank you.
Okay. What was the journey or the process of writing Breathe? Or when did you write it?
I wrote this actually all the way back in 2014, I think. It actually started with that intro, that piano intro that I think I spent a whole night trying to master.
Iconic.
Just how that intro would sound. But I really wanted to write a song about this is very young. This is a young sentiment, a young feeling, because I was very young then. But I wanted to write a song about that utmost desire for something or someone that you feel is so one-sided that it's becoming unhealthy for you. It's a trap. But instead of you kind of keeping to yourself or keeping all of those feelings there, the persona in this song is finally asking, can you just be honest with me? Tell me you need me so I can breathe. And I wanted to do it, and I don't want it to just be a love song, because I feel like there's so many different ways that this song can be understood or heard. I would say that someone who just wants to be accepted can actually say that there's that selfish desire to be accepted, which is very human of us.
Yeah, because like as humans now, we're complex and simple at the same time.
Yeah.
So the song can mean so many things.
Yeah, and I like, the bridge where the song goes, overthinking every second, it's a trap.
Mm-hmm.
There's that recognition that like, oh wow, I've gone a bit overboard here.
How young were you when you wrote the song?
What was that? I think I was 16, 17.
So, ano po, introduction to Nuel. He's actually younger than most of us, but he's very, lumang tao. Parang,
Antique, vintage.
Parang his wisdom is beyond his years. Parang minsan, nagugulat na lang kami na parang, naisip mo yon? Akala namin kami yung matanda dito. But yeah, so thank you for writing it, and thank you for destroying the hearts of people.
Yes.
Context lang, kasi maraming nagme-message.
Ay, really?
Na parang,
ang sakit ba?
The song, parang,
I'm sorry po.
it takes a while for them to digest or absorb, because the lyrics are kind of heavy, and then the melody goes very whoop.
Yeah. And I think that what's interesting about the song is that the lyrically, it throws in two different sides of things always. You're a drug and I'm surrounded. So there's that negative connotation, but it's a faith that you've created. So there's a dependency suddenly that doesn't necessarily have to be bad.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it's good to kind of latch yourself onto someone if it's gonna improve who you are as a person.
Yeah.
And so I think just that, trying to juxtapose those two schools of thought in the lyrics, I think that's what makes it, that's what asks the question, is this really a happy song, a sad song? What is this song really about?
So what is this song really about? 16-year-old Nuel.
I know, 16-year-old Nuel, what was it about? Well, honestly, I think this song is really about being honest with yourself. That you cannot take away the personal component and kind of just throw everything out for the world to decide for you. In this case, the song is basically like, I'm so overwhelmed with my feelings, I don't know what to do anymore. I can't breathe anymore.
Yeah.
And so I have to insist on what I want. And I like that part of the song, that I need to know you need me so I can breathe.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I think a huge part of being able to breathe is to like be honest with yourself. Kahit na yung truth, like the honesty is not always, the thing that you're about to say is not always good. You feel like it's not always good. Parang, hindi ko naman dapat nararamdaman to. But like honesty does that to us. It makes us breathe and like detach ourselves from whatever that is that's like gripping us.
And I think sometimes all we're looking for is the answer. In the same way that we run away from the answer, I feel like a lot of sorry po, ganito po talaga kami ni Vanya
Actually,
mag-usap.
take it or leave it. Just kidding. Balikan nyo na lang.
But yeah, like, why are we so afraid of the answer when deep down we know that that's what we're looking for? And there's so much ahead of us when we kind of accept the answer, come to terms with it, and start working our way from that.
Yeah. Before I asked him if I could release the song, I denied myself of that several times kasi alam kong, you know, as a songwriter, you kind of get attached to your songs and you want yourself to be the one to kind of sing it and put it out there. But he was generous enough to give it to me. So why? What is your relationship to your songs as a songwriter?
Very nice. Naitawid. Well, I think for full context, the first time this song was performed was because it was for a musical that we staged in college. And Vanya was my actress for that show.
Yeah, we're going to insert slides here.
So in that time, we needed a song for a scene. And I said like, oh, Breathe would be perfect for this. And we got Vanya to demo it. And it was really good. I remember the first run of this song, we were doing it in a classroom. And this guy from the adjacent classroom, he came knocking and he was like, I heard you from the other side. I just want to say you're so good.
Yeah! Whoever that guy was, thank you.
Ego boost. Yeah, so, and even for me, because I was like, wow, Vanya is the perfect voice for the song. And so ever since, Vanya has just had her signature on Breathe. For one, also because I can't hit that soaring part at the end. And I think that's how I knew from the very beginning, like, oh, this is a beautiful song, but I'm not gonna sing this. Because I can't reach it. And just to kind of capture the emotion of that part when the song really soars, I just felt it needed a girl to sing it. But yun nga, Vanya mentioned, we've never really just talked about how this could potentially be one of her singles, or I could give this song to her. But last year when we were doing our shoot, and I remember I just said like, do you wanna make this your single? And you're like, I've been meaning to ask you. And then I was like, then it's a done deal.
Good. Yeah.
Because there's two reasons I think. The first is Vanya has known this song for years. So she knows the story, she has absorbed every angle that you can look at this song. And I just feel like that makes her the perfect storyteller for it. And the second is I'm just really satisfied with how she puts her own spin to it. So for me, like, yes, I'm attached to my music, but I've never been so selfish with it that I feel like if there is a voice that can tell the story even better than me, why not? And I think that's just my personal viewpoint as a creator. I've had like the privilege over the years to be surrounded by super incredible singers. So parang, yeah, I'll write a song for you. Let's do it.
Yeah. And I think as you grow deeper into songwriting, parang that's the lesson you kind of get, that it's never really yours. You're there to serve it for its purpose and not to fill yourself up with all the glory that it can give you. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think like as songwriters as well, if that's something you really want to pursue, you have to accept eventually that maybe not all of your best ideas, your best songs are for you to be the storyteller of it.
Yeah.
Why not look for someone or collaborate with someone and tell the story better?
Yeah.
It's not to take away from your skill, your talent.
Okay, so last message. If they're gonna be taking anything from Breathe, or what do you hope that they're gonna take away from it?
If there's one thing I would like everybody to take away from Breathe, it's that there is an allowance for all of us to be honest with ourselves. We shouldn't be afraid of that. The second, if you need an answer from someone or something, and it's taking up your whole life already, sakal ka na, hindi ka na makahinga. I think it's high time for you to ask yourself, is it the right moment for me to get the answer that I want?
Honesty. Yeah.
It's the best honesty.
But yeah, that's basically the song story of Breathe, straight from the songwriter. Thank you, everyone, if you're still here. We don't know how long this video is going to last, but we know it's longer than we planned it to be. But thank you for listening, and if you want to share it with your friends, you can, you should. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.